Sup witches, Celeste the Silver Cord here, just coming in with a quick reading for our Sagittarius for the month of March. We got a lot going on. Mercury retrograde, we're about halfway through it. It ends March 10th, right after the full moon in Virgo on the 9th. So there's going to be a big shift in March, and that's going to be a big shift for everybody in March. And, yeah, there's a lot of big waves, and I tell people all the time that the first 2 weeks of Mercury retrograde is usually hard because that's when things come to a sudden stop and cause conflict. And the last 2 weeks after the Mercury retrograde is the opposite. That's when things start to take off and things seem to start moving really fast. So those are usually the two hardest parts of Mercury retrograde, is just the sudden slowdown and then a sudden acceleration again. And that can generally, it causes some energy waves. And then we've got the full moon on the 9th in Virgo, bringing a lot of that earth energy in there. And it's just going to be a lot of big shifts. Just trying to get a feel for the energy for Sagittarius. You get the Star card coming out first, which is really, you're seeing where you're going. You know, you're handling the waters of your emotion, and you're watering the ground that you stand on, and you're making big strides there. That's the S of the Aquarius card. It's a lot of thinking outside of the box. So let's see, what does Sagittarius have planned? Definitely working on something that you're putting your skills towards. Two of Rods. Skills, making progress. All right, well, I'm seeing you guys are really in kind of showing a work mode right now. Really getting your stuff together, really laying your sights and calculating where it is you want to go and setting up those things, which is perfect because as soon as Mercury retrograde also ends on the 21st, we enter Aries season, and that is an awesome time to really get things going. And I see you really working towards that. Like, that's the goal here. Alright, so yes, definitely. I see you guys really have your sights set on plans, things that you're trying to work out, opportunities that you are looking forward to, swift changes are coming for you, something that you're going to be putting a lot of your skills towards, something that you're really putting in the ground now to really get steps going. I see a strong partnership with somebody, a strong soul connection of some kind that really helps you build on your passion. Someone who wants to help you build this little empire there that you are working on and help you with your plans. It could be a new love interest or a rekindling of an old love. You know, if you're in a stale relationship right now, which we all go through those times, and it is Pisces season with the Mercury retrograde, so a lot of people get really deep in their feelings and get kind of closed off. So this is an opportunity for you, if you're closing off to a relationship and now you're starting to really look at the calculations of it all, it's really a time for you to take advantage of that outside perspective where your emotions aren't taking over everything. Just be careful because, like I said, with Mercury retrograde in Pisces, that is a time to really get deep in your feelings, deep in the... Because Pisces is the two fish with their tails tied together. So this is a time to really evaluate what is pulling on you, what is tied to your tail, what has you going in circles. So if you're at a point now where you're in the Mercury retrograde, and the slowdown has happened, and you apparently are really taking a lot of time to focus on where you're going and calculating that out. You're putting your focus on work skills, on building, on looking towards the future and making progress in those areas, progresses and discoveries. And a love connection is either coming in or will be rekindled that will help you really get back into a fiery state. King of Wands is definitely a major fire card, and that is your energy all over the place with that. So I see by the end of March, you really coming back into your power and really getting fired up about what it is you're working on. I do see the undercurrent here shows, oh, this last card, shows kind of a game player, Nine of Wands, something that gives you a lot of burdens. So we've got the this is why I say the game player. These are my jokers. And you can see she's kind of holding the doll, but she doesn't really know what to do with it if you're into witchcraft. And you've got voodoo dolls. You know, you might be debating on what you want to do with that. Or if you, I always suggest, too, it's always a good idea to have a self-poppet. Something that you can show love to and use as a representation of you in your spell castings to really manifest a lot of self-love. Because if you're stuck in a perpetual game playing with somebody, that's really just a burden that you really don't want anymore. And this is looking around and seeing what the burdens are, and seeing what burdens are yours and what burdens are not yours. If it's not your problem, Five of Wands, if it's not your problem, why are you battling in it so bad? You know? Why are you battling so much? If it's not even really your issue, your Nine of Rods is over here. You're working on putting in your last rod. You're working on building something here. And you're looking for a solid partnership. So if you've got multiple options or anything else like that going on, Sagittarius, you guys are big flirts. Just really be mindful of what connections are causing drama and what connections are just giving you burdens that aren't yours, you know. And then we got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's definitely time to take your thoughts and words and put them into actionable steps. Because this is air energy followed by earth energy. So this is all about taking all this fiery passion, putting it in, making your thoughts and words match the frequency that you're trying to get to, and then earth taking actionable steps and nurturing those areas, because the queens are all about nurturing. The Queen of Swords, she's a quick thinker, she's very perceptive, she's in control of her thoughts and words, and she handles her business in that sense. And I mean, it's kind of like a mask, but it isn't. You don't let your emotions get all involved in everything. It's a very logical sense. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles right after that, and that's all down to earth, motherly energy. But earth energy is also about taking actionable steps in this dimension to accomplish your goals. You can't escape this dimension all the time. You can't be constantly in a state of meditation or constantly high or constantly doing things as an escapism. It is time to bring it all, rein it all in, get your thoughts and your words matching what it is you're trying to manifest. Stop dwelling on this negative past drama energy that if you don't want to be involved in it anymore, you got to stop talking about it and thinking about it all the time. You got to start controlling your thoughts to maintain what it is you're trying to accomplish for yourself. And you need to put actionable steps towards those things to nurture the path that you are walking on. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. So this is about really seizing your own power. This is being in your own element, in your own area, and really putting your passion behind these thoughts and words and steps that you're taking. And the Seven of Pentacles here, or Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Rods here. So this is all about perseverance, There could be competition, but this is the type of competition that you persevere through to bring you major transformations. And, you know, you have your guides and your angels and the butterfly there. That is a representation of transformation. So these trials and tribulations, look back at them as lessons learned, and then assign it some kind of positive meaning. If I hadn't gone through these trials, I would have never seen those people for who they are. If I had never gone through these trials, I would not be strong enough to be where I'm at now. Had these people not pissed me off, it wouldn't have given me the drive to do what I am doing right now. So this is really just embrace that. And your final card here is the Ten of Pentacles. So you are well on your way to manifesting yourself an established, stable, you know, luxury, all that good stuff. You're on your way to manifesting this level of abundance here. But it's just a matter of getting control of your thoughts and your words and actually taking actionable steps in this dimension to create and manifest this world that you're working for, this life that you're working for. Everybody's working towards something in life. Everybody's working on their lives. You should be. If you're not, you should be. Contentment is a trap. Contentment is being so immersed in your comfort zone that you don't think there's any room to improve. And that will trap you. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and really embrace that. Stepping out of your comfort zone is where you're going to find this extra connection too. This connection that is going to help you with building this empire that you're working on in your life. And in order to do that, you got to really walk away. You got to put down burdens that aren't yours. You need to walk away from the drama and people who are causing it. You need to get control of your thoughts, which is easier said than done. But in meditation, if you practice meditation, it teaches you to, it's not about suppressing the thoughts, but it's allowing them to come in and then allow them to leave as easily as they come in. And the thoughts and words you should be holding on to is only the thoughts and words and progress towards what you are working for. Instead of focusing on, like I said, instead of focusing on the drama, focus on what you learned from those people. And if it's family or something like that, I mean, look at it as role models of what not to do and not to be. If all they do is cause drama and judgment and pain on you, then it's a way of looking at it of, well, I don't want to stop where you stopped at anyway. I want to go farther than what you did. So what you're doing really doesn't affect me that much, and I am tired of being in y'all's drama. You know, life gives us enough of our own drama. See, yeah, DNA. I got a big sense that a lot of this drama is family drama. Fire signs have a real big thing about being loyal to family. It's one of our big things. So this card is speaking about DNA and karma. And one of the big shifts that we've been going on in the whole spiritual community and anybody who's really been doing the inner work, it's a lot of clearing out old family karma. Like I said, if you had horrible parents, abusive uncles, whatever kind of family drama, especially if you notice it's something that your family has been doing generation after generation, then it is up to you to see that cycle and break it. To recognize that just because your family has been doing it generation after generation does not make it normal. It does not make that trauma okay. But it is up to you to break that cycle. You're not going to stop there. You're not going to do it the exact way they did it because you probably tried doing it. A great many of us have. A great many of us in the spiritual community have tried to do the prescribed program that everybody gets in school, that you just go to work and make money and that's all you do. And a lot of us have been realizing that there is a big difference between a job and a vocation. A job is something you just do to get money. It doesn't bring you joy. It is something usually that we don't like to do, but a vocation is a calling. And you can manifest abundance by embracing your callings. And that also comes down into the DNA karma. Because just as negative family toxic cycles do come in there, you do have ancestors on your side that are willing to give you the energy and the drive to break this karmic cycle, to create and manifest the life that you want. Look towards deep in your DNA for that grounding strength of, yeah, okay, so the last couple of generations are fucked up, but we are descendant from warriors, explorers, travelers. We are descendant from, you know, these great empires and healers and all of that. Embrace those parts. Focus on the positive aspects that comes from your DNA and let go of this toxic cycle of repeating the same toxic cycle generation after generation. That is not in your DNA. That toxic cycle is not part of your DNA. That is a fucked up program that got loaded into your family somewhere and you guys have been just reprogramming each generation afterwards to go for it. Okay? That's the big message I'm getting for Sagittarius. Really, let go of the drama. Walk away from it. This does not mean walking away and abandoning people, but just when you're with them and you recognize that they're starting to go into the toxic drama gossip phase, just say, I'm done talking about other people. I'm done talking and connecting and involving myself in other people's dramas. Those are not my burdens. Those are not my problem. That might be what I titled this. This is not your problem. Those issues are not. This is the main energy that is coming for you. This is all your planning and all your hard work being put into play, making new connections and really building something for yourself here. And all this is your opportunity to take control of the drama. And now I'm telling you, there's a big shift coming March 9th and March 10th with the full moon and Mercury going direct. And there's just a lot going on in the sky right now. And it seems like a lot. But if you could just sit down and really prioritize what is actually your problem and what is not your problem, you're going to be okay. All right, Sagittarius, if you like this, please like, share, subscribe, spank the bell. I'll leave a link to our Facebook group below where we do more cards and coffee, messages from the universe, all that fun stuff. And I will talk to you guys later. Blessed be.